Hello everyone, welcome to my blog. Today, we are going to talk about the travel of a Filipino traveler named Dr. Jose Rizal. But before that, do you know that Jose Rizal is the most traveled Filipino hero in the history? The travel and adventure of Jose Rizal are an important phases of his education and sophistication through which he learned the culture and politics of other countries. Jose Rizal's first trip abroad, 1882-1887. In May 3, 1882, Rizal left the Philippines for the first time. He boarded Salva Flora using a passport of Jose Mercado, and by May 9, 1882, the first stop of Jose Rizal in the Singapore. And by May 18, 1882, it was Rizal's journey to Colombo, Sri Lanka that was important for him to improve his knowledge of the French language while he on board French ship. And after Sri Lanka, Rizal traveled going to Suez Canal and arrived in June 2, 1882 at the Suez Canal en route of Marseilles. On June 11, 1882, he arrived at the city of Naples, Italy for 1 hour. And this was the first European ground he set foot on. On June 12 to 15, 1882, the boat anchored at Marseilles, France, and he boarded at the Nolas Hotel. In June 16, 1882, Rizal arrived at the Barcelona, Spain, and boarded in the Ponta de España. And by September 2, 1882, he left Barcelona for Madrid to pursue his medical studies in the Universidad Central de Madrid. He also took courses in philosophy and later developed French, German, and English lessons from private tutors. And in June 15, 1883, he left Madrid for Paris, France, to spend his summer vacation and to observe the big French cities. February 3, 1883, Rizal arrived at the town of Heidelberg, Germany. Rizal was so enamored with the Heidelberg flower that he wrote a beautiful poem about them, The Flower of Heidelbergs. In June 19, 1887, with Viola, Rizal celebrated his 26th birthday in Geneva, and his attitude toward revolution was manifested in his letters to Blumentritt. Jose Rizal's second trip abroad, 1885-1892. In February 8, 1888, Rizal landed in Hong Kong. Rizal boarded in the house of Jose Manabasi after 5 days trip from Philippines. And after that, Jose Rizal traveled going to Japan. In February 28, 1888, he studied the habit and the custom of the Japanese people, their language, theater, and commerce. And from Japan, Jose Rizal traveled going to San Francisco, California. On April 16, 1888, Rizal arrived at San Francisco, California, and he boarded at the Palace Hotel, and he went around for observation of the city. And by May 16, 1888, Jose Rizal arrived at London, and he published the second edition of the Noli Me Tangere. And by February 12, 1890, he arrived at Brussels, Belgium. And September 25, 1891, Valenventura sent Rizal in Ghent, Belgium, 200 frames for the publication expenses of the field. And for the last travel of Dr. Jose Rizal, on February 11, 1891, Rizal finished writing his book El Filibusterismo in Biarritz, France. That was all the journey of Dr. Jose Rizal traveling abroad. Hope you enjoy and learn something.